Let's bring this down a little bit. Which turns out to be all the way. Oh no, it's the end of this. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Hey. Hey. Hey! Hello, world. It's me, Izzy. I'm gonna talk about Kirby. I'm gonna play Kirby. I'm very excited. I am unreasonably excited to curb. Are you all excited? Tom, are you excited? Are you excited about Kirby? If you're not, I can have my hand over the ban button. So I just have Kirby's Dreamland music playing, as we're gonna go over this for now. I have a lot of Kirby remixes, not as many as I would like, just simply because you can never have as much Kirby as you would like. Curb my enthusiasm. Very funny. Very funny. But for my musical selection here, I only have music from our game today, Kirby's Dreamland. Slowly but surely, our collection will grow as we play more Kirby games. But to make that happen, I have to play this first Kirby game. And before I can do that, I have to talk about this first Kirby game. And to do that, I have to talk about HAL Laboratory. I kind of want to do a potted little recap history episode between each time I play a Kirby game when it makes sense. There isn't, as far as I'm aware, a whole lot of public history about Kirby development. Too late. Tom already did it. Tom's too good. Hella denso. So these history lessons won't happen too often, just when it makes sense. Like in this case. So to start with Kirby, we have to start with Kirby's home, which is HAL Laboratory. So let's start with the beginning with HAL. And feel free to interrupt me, because that's what we do here. I'll get distracted because someone will say something entirely innocuous in chat, and I'll be like, oh, shiny words. As a robot, my favorite thing is input, so I love words. So let me produce some words of my own. Let's see, HAL was formally founded in February of 1980, so we're about a month away from its 42nd anniversary in total. So HAL was very, very small at the time. HAL was founded out of a handful of employees working at a Seibu department store in Tokyo. But early in their roster, they had a ace up their sleeve immediately, because attending school not too far away from Seibu, with an apartment not too far away from Seibu, was one Satoru Iwata. Now, I didn't come in here to talk too much about Iwata, and I don't like to put people on pedestals in the way that I'm about to, because, like, well, I'll get into it in a second, but it's hard not to with Iwata. Like, Iwata was a very hard worker, and I think everybody's capable of that, and I think everyone is capable of being passionate about the thing they work on. Just like Iwata. Iwata was very passionate about programming, computers, video games. He got a Commodore. I can't remember what version of the Commodore he got, but he just literally like took it apart just to be like, how does this work? I need to know more about computers, and just put it back together again. But the other thing about Iwata was that he was just like in the right place to be very passionate about gaming, like right at the boom of console gaming and computer gaming, home gaming in Japan, and around all the right people to foster this, to make something great. He literally was like the fifth person that was the employee for HAL Laboratory, and he was like their sole programmer for the longest time. And with Iwata, like literally everything about him just kind of worked out the right way, and he made the most of every chance that he had. And by all accounts, he was a totally like kind and trusting person in like an entire way. So it's hard to say the stars weren't aligned behind Iwata, but let's cash our Iwata talk for now and continue onward about HAL. HAL in the 80s was a pretty middle of the road developer, all things told, considering their one programmer was a fresh graduate like out of the nearby university and was just a total nerd. A lot of their games were basically rip-offs of Namco games that they was ported to the MSX or various Commodore models. But literally like literally like Namco ripoffs. Like, here's one of their first games, Jelly Monsters for the the VIC-20. This looks familiar, doesn't it? This is literally, oh, thank you for the raid, Dream Harrier. How was the rest of sniping video games? I tuned out just at the end of Sniper Times. So let me say here first a shout out, Snake Man at Dream Harrier Live, a wonderful streamer. I also saw a bit of the other Vic Tokai not Golgo game. But hello everyone. Hello everyone who's arrived. We're talking about Kirby and HAL Laboratory. Yeah, Secret Ties and then Time Diver. I was trying to figure out what the hell Time Diver was when I was watching. So let's back up really quickly. We're talking about Satoru Iwata and HAL Laboratory. And one of the early games was just this Pac-Man ass clone. This is literally just made Pac-Man. They made Pac-Man for the VIC-20, and Namco was not happy, so Namco intervened. But then eventually Namco was just like, "Fine, you can port our home games. We will license this to you." But a lot of their other early games in HAL, I think I could like list off names and show things that would mean basically nothing. I think there might be an interesting stream in looking into those games. Iwata, like, he took apart his pet and put it back together. It might have been a different model of Commodore. I did just bring that up. But Iwata was a massive nerd. I had a brief little spiel about Iwata before we moved on here. So if I can dig up a lot of these early HAL MSX Commodore games, I would love to look at them sometime. Because it might be pretty fun. They're probably all pretty small. Check this out, for 15 minutes or so, depending on how much of a pain in the butt it is to get running. And it'd be nice to do that history lesson itself. But for now, we're just gonna talk about it very briefly. There was one thing that HAL, like, was the major mainstay of their early gaming series, or their major production works, something they produced a lot of, and that would be Eggerland. If Eggerland looks familiar, that would be because it was sequelized, ported, remixed, and eventually come out to the West as Adventures of Lolo. So Eggerland is a pretty simple set of games. It is actually a deceptively complex Sokoban, or a puzzle pusher game, where you kind of move these boxes around to block enemies, collect items. Thank you. The items, once you collect all the hearts, you eventually open the treasure chest, and the enemies turn on, and then you have to escape the room. And then you go to the next room. And that's kind of like the whole process of the Eggerland, the whole Eggerland franchise. So we have like the first MSX one on top, and then we have one of the NES ones here at the bottom. So I've seen people become totally unglued playing Adventures of Lolo. So don't expect me to play Adventures of Lolo unless you like twist my arm or spend the made money. Even then, we'll do it eventually. I assume someone will just make me play. Yeah, there you go. You might be a little delayed, Dinsuo. So let's continue forward. It is now 1983. Iwata travels to Nintendo HQ to ask permission to develop for the Famicom/NES, and Nintendo agrees. And that starts HAL's like relationship with Nintendo, developing their own games, taking jobs from Nintendo. Like the first thing Iwata supposedly worked on, or HAL worked on, and of course Iwata would be the programmer for them, would have been a port of Joust. So this did eventually like come out. As you can see, it is copyright 1988, self-published. This was supposed to be a pretty early Nintendo title, but the deal between Atari and Nintendo just kind of fell through, and it never happened. It was supposed to be Black Label. I didn't look too much into this. I was aware of what the situation was, and also because that. Yeah. It was supposed to be literally like an 83 title, because when the deal fell through, Iwata basically used the knowledge that he gained from making this to make Balloon Fight. That would be kind of why those games are so similar. Because Iwata literally just programmed Joust and was like, yeah, I can do this again. There's going to be a bit of a running theme of Iwata saying, yeah, I can do this. I could just do this. So, time marches forward. HAL makes more games. They make a lot of games. They make like Rollerball, which isn't roller games. It's a pinball game. Don't get this confused like I do all the time. They make the Lolo games. Like Lolo games are usually not direct ports of like the computer ones. They're usually kind of remixed or resimplified, or it's kind of, I can't think of a good exact way to describe it, but Lolo games usually just kind of get crunched up a little bit before they made to Western releases. Yeah, Revenge of Gator was a Game Boy game. I forgot to put that on here, but Revenge of Gator is something we'll talk about once we get to Kirby's Pinball Land, because those kind of share the direct lineage. HAL also worked on like Nintendo's pinball game, their original one, and there's also, I think, a Rollerball or some other pinball MXX game they did. Yes, yeah, so we'll have to take a look at all of those at some point, definitely. They also did Ghostbusters 2, which is a totally whip-ass video game. Like, if you want to hear something like Jun Ishikawa doing some 80s pop music, it sounds so good. We're gonna have to play that at some point. HAL also kind of worked on other Nintendo games, from things like Mach Rider to NES Open Tournament Golf. I personally really love NES Open Tournament, personally. But it's also kind of noteworthy that this is like, when Nintendo pitched NES Open, like they've done other golf games, clearly, like golf, like they did golf, and they did some like FDS only golf games, which I believe NES Open kind of combines together. So when Nintendo was pitching this to the developers, they were like, there's no way you can fit like the amount of courses you want to in an NES chip, so we're not doing it. We can't cram all that data into like a standard cartridge. But Iwata said he would do it, and Iwata, of course, he did it, because Iwata, it was like some sort of fucking wizard. So when I said, when I say I don't want to put Iwata on a pedestal, it's hard not to, because he was just like really good at what he did. So they continue releasing games. Like, HAL is a pretty decent NES developer at this point. But in 1991, HAL releases Metal Slayer Glory, a very ambitious NES sci-fi mecha adventure game, created and led by Yoshimura Hoshi, who was a freelancer at HAL at the time. So this game looks sick. I'm sorry, this game looks awesome. Look at this fucking 80s ass art. Look at the screenshot in the corner. We're gonna explode this for a hot minute. Yes. Look at what they did to it. Like, look at what they put on a Famicom. Look at this art. It's so amazing. There is a translation for this game. I think the translation is about 5 years old. And I'll probably play it at some point. It is just an adventure game. So it'll be a bit more of me just like reading it for everybody. Because I love 80s mecha stuff, and it would be pretty interesting. But this game was not a success. This game did not sell. So combine that with a very long development time for this game on a console, like the Super Nintendo was out at this point in Japan. So long development time for a console that is no longer the major moneymaker. And also this game required a pretty expensive memory chip to fit all of the graphics on it. So add that to some other financial issues HAL was having at the time, and that was nearly it for HAL. But as we know, as we have spoilers for our future today, we know HAL has continued. So I'm not sure how the deal comes about. I'm not sure who talks to who, or like how it gets set up, but Nintendo agrees to bail the company out on a couple conditions, such as continuing their partnership. So Nintendo gives HAL money, and HAL basically becomes like Nintendo's primary secondary developer, or like is solidified as a secondary developer. The other is Iwata has to be in charge of HAL. Iwata has to be the CEO. And Iwata is probably, he's about 32 right about now when this happens. And he's only just been programming. He's been like in charge of the software division, but he didn't think he was prepared for the task. But it's kind of interesting to think about it in the terms of like the amount of trust the Nintendo president at the time, Hiroshi Yamauchi, had in Iwata. Like, do you think it's because he did their golf game? Like, solely because Iwata was like, no, I can do this golf game. And eventually you get the domino effect where Iwata is the president of Nintendo in the future. So in the end, for Nintendo, this is a pretty worthwhile investment. Like, just recognizing having Iwata on payroll, because he is a technical wizard, and there is no shortage of stories of like things Iwata did just to make like other Nintendo games work. There's always like the story of how he saved gold and silver by like handling their data compression, or how he came in and like rebooted the Earthbound development. But like he ushered in the second like Nintendo Golden Age with the Wii and the DS, but that's far in the future at this point. We are still in 1991. So in 1991, now that Iwata is in charge, one of the first things he does is he talks to his employees and see what they're working on, kind of just, get the lay of the land and see how he can use his resources the best. One person he talks to there is Masahiro Sakurai. I believe, yes. So there's a good picture of Sakurai. I wanted to have like the youngest image possible, but I couldn't. So we got one where he's a little bit older as well, just to get a good look at what this young man looks like. This young man who has aged in reverse. I kind of wanted to do a good little history of Sakurai up to this point, but he started working at HAL in 1989, right after graduating in high school, and that's Sakurai's story so far. He graduates high school and works at HAL. And here we are now. So, in their chat, Sakurai shows off his little sketch for Kirby, who was then known as Twinkle Popopo. And he says he wants to make a pretty simple game, like a one-button game. And Iwata knows that Nintendo is kind of looking for accessible games, kind of something simple, so that like anybody can play it. And the simple design for Kirby in like a one-player game is like brilliant to him. He thinks it's genius. That like Popopo would be something kids would draw on their notebook. And I feel like that has stuck with a lot of the early Kirby marketing, as we'll see in a bit. So shortly after learning about Popopo, do I have Popopo? Yeah, there we go. We get some early promotional material of Twinkle Popopo. We can see in the bottom left there some of the design sketches. The turnaround sheet for our friend Twinkle Popopo. So Popopo gets pushed straight to development. There are a couple interesting articles on Kirby's development, or Kirby's Dreamland, the first one, that it comes straight from Sakurai himself. I'm not going to go over those too much. I don't want to see the meal being made. Because I know things like, they use a Famicom Twin to do some of the development, like a trackball plugged into a Famicom to make a Game Boy game. But I'll drop a quick link in case you want to open that in a tab and look at it later. And then the link will be on the screen in case I ever put this VOD up somewhere. But I think there's one thing we should talk about. There's one thing I kind of want to talk about. That son of a bitch, that old rotter, Shigeru Miyamoto, we gotta talk about him. Here he is. Okay, this is probably from Kirby's Adventure. This has been going around again because of the programmer sketch at the bottom right. Iwata sees Twinkle Popopo, and he sticks his big nose in because he has some doubts. It's mostly in the weird sort of half-wise way Miyamoto is, that he knows something, but also it's Miyamoto, so he has to be Miyamoto about it. And he thinks that like this game could be more than what it is at the time it's about to come out. So they have 26,000 pre-orders, and Miyamoto says, you're going to cancel them all. Nintendo's going to publish this instead, and we're going to delay this game for about a year to like work on it some more. Which is just an intensely Miyamoto thing to go about. So most importantly, or most publicly, because like I said, not too a whole lot about the Kirby development. I haven't dug through all of those articles just yet. We know that Miyamoto thinks the name Popopo stinks, which is true, honestly. Popopo? Imagine if we were playing Popopo today. I don't think he would have survived. And he also thinks that the character should be yellow, which is false. We don't need Piss Kirby. Nobody needs Piss Kirby in their life. Even the Smash Brothers color, where the Kirby is yellow, nobody needs that in their life. So this is like a pretty contentious issue between Sakurai and Miyamoto at the time. And Sakurai eventually, as we all know, yields to the name Kirby. Kirby, I can't remember the source, but according to how it goes, there was a list of names that Miyamoto wanted, and Kirby was one of them. And it comes from Jack Kirby, the lawyer for Nintendo of US at the time. Let me hold on a second here. That comes from the Kirby, like the American lawyer for Nintendo of US. So Kirby's not named specifically for him, much more as like his name was good, so they used it, and like it works out as an appreciation. But you know, after the projected battle, Sakurai fails to kill Miyamoto because Miyamoto can't be harmed by human weapons. But Miyamoto concedes to Sakurai's will. He's impressed by the young man, and he lets Kirby continue to be pink. Thank God. But because of this debate, because of this whole debacle between the two of them, nobody in localization knows what color Kirby's supposed to fucking be. So that's why we have ghostly white Game Boy palette Kirby here, in his first iteration. So I think without further ado, we'll take a quick little gander at the two Kirby commercials, one for the US market and one for the Japanese market. And then we'll go straight on to playing some fucking Kirby. Let me turn off this music real quick. Oops, this is gonna, here, I can stop this. This is the part I haven't prepared enough. So I have to move things around, pick it up here, go here. Where is the other one? Here it is. Studio mode. Window capture, window capture, window capture. Oh. Huh? Ah, there we go. This is a little out of whack, but that's fine. Uh-oh. I know what the correct way to nudge things is. It'll be fine. Whoop. So let's watch this first commercial. This is on the RGTV YouTube video, our YouTube channel, just, you know, just to be polite and show that they did contribute something. And we'll watch their funny little bumper as well. So this is the American commercial for Kirby.
We compared two superheroes, Dashing Super Guy and Kirby from Nintendo. In some ways, Kirby lost big. No big hair, no big muscles, no weapons, nothing. All Kirby's got is appetite. Kirby's Dreamland, the thrilling new adventure game on Game Boy. Kirby munches, spits back, and floats, saving glorious Dreamland. He's Kirby, and he packs a mean bite. Kirby's Dreamland, only on Game Boy.
Okay. Not as weird as it could be. I've definitely seen stranger fucking commercials, especially for the American market. Kirby with teeth, however, don't like it. I don't want to see Kirby's teeth. But this is fine. Let's take a look at what the Japanese version was instead. I'm sure that'll be pretty normal, much more in comparison. Hey, look! He's drawing Kirby! Yeah. Yeah. Oh, don't, hold on. We don't need any more of that. We don't need to listen to Japanese City Pop. So yeah, Kirby just shoots that child into the stars, and that child is still there till this day. So I think either way you look at it, pretty strange commercials. So I think that still sets the kind of mood for what Kirby is. This strange little cute thing that nobody kind of understands. But I think now that we've marked all of that out of the way, now that we've had our little chat for 30 minutes, what if we go over here? What if I look at my capture card and wonder why nothing's showing up? At what point did Kirby lore become Eldritch Horror? I feel like that happens pretty quickly. My Kirby lore knowledge, however, is a little weak at this point. Like, I'm just out of touch. There's a good reason why this is white. We'll get to it eventually. I'm pretty sure, like, it literally starts in Kirby's Adventure. I know it's as early as, like, Kirby's Dream Land 3. But where it starts exactly, I'm not quite sure. Let me start. Today we'll be playing on the Retro Arc. Or not the Retro Arc, the Mr. There you go. I thought it would be... Oh. Dreamland or Dreamland 2. Come on. Uh-oh. So I might have to do something here really quick. I mean, there's a lot of Kirby lore. No, we're here. We're good. We made it. We're on... No, we're not. Where the fuck is my capture at? You got my back. Oh, it's a polygon video. Don't worry about that. We're gonna get to it eventually. Also, why is my thing still showing music? Oh, it's because I don't know how to spell false. Let's fix that real quick. Let's fix two things with one stone here. Hold on a second. This is being very unfortunate. Go back to 4.3. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It worked fine just a second ago. I'm too scared to go to 16:9. Give me a second here. Is this because I went to studio mode? I check this every time, but I apparently just didn't check it today. I'm crashing OBS. Oh no, it still works. What's going on? Oh, there it goes. OBS is currently crashing on my side. Like, I don't know how you guys are still talking to me. I can see, I opened up I opened up Twitch and Chrome, and I'm looking at me talking. What if I open up OBS? It's just frozen. So give me like 5 minutes to restart OBS, possibly restart the workstation, and then we'll play Kirby. So be right back. Except you'll hear me curse for a little. Give me 1 second. So I forget this every time. I thought I had it solved. When I use the Mr. into my capture card, we don't need to be on this screen. We need to be on the Game Boy screen. When I use the Mr. with this capture card, I have to plug in a very specific sequence of cables and launch things in a very specific way. And if I don't, then I can get I can get stuffed. Is basically what the solution is. So we need 2 more seconds. Hello, Muware. Thank you for following. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't get to play a fun alert when you did it. But once the overlay is on and I can test that our bare bones functionality all functions correctly as expected, it'll do it eventually. It's thinking about it. Should probably do it again real quick. Client disconnected. What do you mean client disconnected? Of course. This is me. This I'm aging rapidly. What is this? Oh, it's a burger Kirby. That's a great emote. I wish that was me right now. Yes, hello, is there a reason? Is there a reason I cannot reach local address 9050? Of course, everything has to be a blow up. It can't just simply be a normal blow up. It has to be a catastrophic blow up. Let's put it on. Oh, Fubar's not even. I can't even put on music while we kill time. Oh, and I lost my Kirby. No, good. Okay, I didn't, because I correctly closed everything. Let's enjoy a little peaceful Kirby music to soothe the savage. Everything is broken and is pissing me off. Uh-oh. Hello, Fat Weeby 420. Yes, the dank is something. Dank is a way we can describe the series of atrocious things that are happening right now. Ah, I found it. All right, one more refresh here, and hey, it was working. Streaming is a blow up. That is, I believe hard confirmed that streaming is a blow up. We'll be starting Kirby in just a second. We need to make sure this works though.
Bullseye, baby.
It works. All right, let's play some freaking Kirby. So, where is it? Kirby. That's not it. Kirby's Pinball Line. Kirby's Dreamland. The cropping needs to be fixed really quickly, though. It begins! Also, this Kirby music is deafening me on my side! Ooh, there we go. Continue to enjoy these Kirbys for one more second. My perfectionist application is making me fix this. Huh? Why isn't cropping at the bottom work? Mysterious. Well, nothing I can do about that. Let's play some freaking Kirby! Game Boying is hard. As it turns out, doing simple as using a Game Boy, impossible task. So we're gonna have a little black bar at the bottom here. Ba-ba-ba! Here he is! It's Kirby. He's got two moves. He can jump and he can suck. Nothing else special. He can turn into this and shoot. He can't run, he can't slide, can't do anything special. He can walk into enemies! You press up to like turn into a puffball in this game, which is incredibly weird, considering like how Kirby changes in the future, to where you mash jump. I think you can continue to use up in like future games, but it's not something I ever do. Also, I like that we use a music channel. we lose a music channel once we get up on the star. Anyways, here's Poppy Bros Senior. We're gonna kill the we're gonna just cause incredible pain to Poppy Bros Senior. Oh, he's doing a jump? He's doing a little dance. Look at him go. There he goes. He's done for. Dang. So the important thing about Kirby's Dreamland is that everything hurts. Literally everything will cause you pain in this game. They're Bronto Birds, aren't they? That's what those big guys are called? Alright, hold on. Briefly appreciate Wispy Woods. Because this is something I never appreciated earlier. That his eyes and his mouth are the same graphic. Like, this man is one sprite triplicated. Right, Bronto Birds are the flying guys. I don't remember what the piggy men are called then. The little cow friends. I think between Kirby installments, I'll have to look at the Kirby bestiary. And we can have a brief little look at all of Kirby's little enemies / friends. I got bonked by an apple. I'm getting my butt kicked by a tree. It's fine, he's dead. Tree destroyed. Wispy is a dick. You're referring to something that happens in Kirby's Avalanche, where everyone is an absolute horrendous being? Hey, Castle Lololo. Oh. Okay, let's watch this for a second, because this is one thing I know. The little broom friend. That wasn't like programmed collision. He is just scripted to fall off this edge and land exactly here. Like Sakurai just did all that sort of stuff by hand. There's nothing clever being done. Hey, that's the microphone item. Hey! There are a lot of mysterious enemies that first showed up in this game, and then, like, never showed up again. Alright. Oh, we need a soda. Let's appreciate Gordo here. Gordo is just the same sprite, like, flipped over as well. Like, his top half and his bottom half are just, like, a mirrored sprite. Or I guess his left and right, he's just mirrored. So he's literally just like the quarter of two sprites. Yep, space is money. You can't have a cheap Game Boy cart by getting a bunch of gigantic graphics. Now, time to ruin the music and listen to this theme instead. The invincible candy. It's hard to believe that like such a minor thing has become a mainstay in Kirby. Who's this little jerk? Who's this little piece of work? Why, it's our friend from Magerland, Lololo. It's time to ruin his life. Because of Kirby, you are no longer needed. Lolo, we are literally, physically, violently replacing you. These environments are so nice and big. I forget like this about this game specifically. Oh no, I got pranked! Oh, we got curry already? Hold on, I need a curry. Let's go. It's super spicy curry! Well, that was it for the super spicy curry. It was fun while it lasted. Let's grab a soda real quick. So many doors. Oh, only one is true. This is a cute little, like, puzzle to just, like, cement kind of what Kirby is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm screwing up. I'm Kirbin bad. You out of this situation? I ate it! No! Uh-oh. I'm not using a great pad for this. I almost feel like I should switch to the arcade stick so I have clean cardinals. Because I'm getting a lot of weird diagonals with my Super Nintendo controller here. Well, La 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 is dead. Switch to hitbox? I mean, I can just get on keyboard. It is just a mister. Lolo, come on here. All right, Lolo is dead. We have finally we have compromised to a permanent end. Lolo and Lala. Now we're gonna dance on the empty castle. So hello everyone else. I didn't say hello Envy. Hello Zalak. Hello Tree Friend. Kirby has always been fishing. I'm sure if you've been on Twitter or any part and online with a new Kirby game that's coming out this year, we got Kirby fishing. But it's important to know, Kirby has always been fishing. Look at Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee literally has the same face as Waddle Doo, which is another little bit of like a cute art reusal. Oh. I'm just gonna bump into everything on this stage. Look at these floating squids. Probably could have saved that a little later, but it doesn't really matter. Now, is this the correct way, or is this the secret exit? I forget this. A 1-up, we'll need one of those. I don't know how we're gonna finish this game on 1 credit without a bunch of extra 1-ups. Oh. Start as an enemy and enemy freaking Zordon? I have never watched like the entirety of the Kirby Right Back At You show. That was technically not the first appearance of our Maximum Tomato. There was one on the first stage. that I didn't bother picking up because I forgot about it. I'm doing a good job of demonstrating all the secret facets of Kirby. Little did you know, you can go through doors if you hold up. Oh, it's curry time. Let's go. You can still take damage once we're curried up. I like that they didn't bother in like localization. They didn't be like, American children won't know what curry is. I actually don't like tomatoes that much. Most of the time I can do without tomato. They are mostly just water. Look, it's a little whale friend. I like this little cutscene. This is just like, what cute little charm. And now we're in the clouds. Like, exactly. Snake Man knows what's up. So what does everybody think this is? Because I literally had no clue. Like, this thing boggled me for decades. It's clearly a lemon. It's gotta be a lemon, right? Can I slide beneath the lemon? I don't want Kirby to be too sour. And now for some reason, we're playing a shmup. So this would be usually where I would tap out in my infantile youth. Because you put a shmup in front of me and I'm like, I don't know how to fucking do that. I'm playing Kirby. It's really impressive that they were just like, no, this should be here in this mostly easy game. That said, it still is a pretty like easy shmup little boss. Yeah, Kabula, gone for decades. Literally so barely known that I don't think anybody, not even I, knew who Kabula was. Look at these little doofy guys. Oh. Oh. So if anybody ever tells you you can't die in Kirby, let me just point them to me. That's usually how I die in a Kirby game. Uh-oh. Scarfies. Scarfies are like the most vile enemy in my entire existence. Good. Umbrella. Wow, Sir Kibble. Look at Sir Kibble and his little fucking Ultraman attack. You've been here since day one, sir, and I respect your dedication. Oh, I'm at 1 health. Let's let's be responsible. Oh, I almost got owned by Sir Kibble himself! Oh, that's it. I told you I was gonna need all those extra lives. Nobody believed me. You all thought I was being a jokester, and I was doing a funny. Little did you know, I'm really bad at video games! I'm gonna blame it all on this 8-bit controller. Look at this weird diagonal Gordo. Nope, no thank you, Scarfy. Whoa! It's Kracko! Or Proto Kracko. I forget what he's called before he's a cloud. Yeah, I talked about it briefly, why Kirby was white on the cover. Can I just... No, I can't. It's because nobody told him. Nobody, like, currently Sakurai and Miyamoto were fighting about what color Kirby should be. We're out of here. Yo, lemon time? I don't know why this is a lemon here. This could have been a curry. There's a soda. A mint leaf? Whoa! They're clearly lemons. A curry! It's a mint leaf? Oh. Please don't kill me, Sir Kibble! Well, I suppose it's a mint leaf. When I have a mint, I go fucking... Go secret. I missed the secret. It's okay, I'll throw against Kracko. See, I'll just throw against Kracko, and then it'll checkpoint me back, because this is a mean game, right? A sweet potato? That's also an interesting theory. I don't think it's a parent. I don't think this is spawning Waddle Dews inside of it. I think it's somewhere secretly just collected a bunch of Waddle Dews and is trying to kidnap them. Well, this is fine. Spoilers for the rest of the stream. Spoilers for the rest of the stream. We will be playing this again. We have to do 2 playthroughs, because that's how you get this the full experience. Look at this penguin bastard. I literally had no clue what DDD was, like, for the longest time. Thank you for the subscription, Johto. Surprise, I switched out the sea alerts! This is a thing that perplexed me. The secret key Kirbys that you have to destroy. All of the alert sounds, follows, subscriptions, etc. are currently Kirby themed. Specifically, they're from the Kirby Train CD. There was a promotion, I don't remember when it happened, but a train line replaced all of their jingles with Kirby ones. So when you stopped at a station, you got fun little Kirby. Alright, let's do these in order, I suppose. Look at him! Look at him go. Oh, this is a bad situation. Let's not get caught again. Uh-oh. No, my diagonal! I'm not gonna catch him up there. Ah! Kirby using the godlike powers to provide the bosses to experience death again. Little did we know, Kirby was the true cosmic horror this entire time. Did you see that graze? Did you see the Kirby graze? I'm always playing Toho in my head. My entire life is just avoiding hitboxes. Little did you know, when you're a robot, you have the vision. You are permitted to see all everybody's hitboxes all the time. Everything is always just running in the debug display mode. Feel sorry for the rest of you, but that's just, you know. Oops. The rest of you are good at Kirby is the difference. Alright, do it again, stupid. Do I see, like, hit blobs? No, I see very hard outlined cubes. Everything is an edge to me. Uh-oh. Rude. The fat Kirby walk style is really adorable. Kirby has a lot of, like, cute movement. I also just like the completely blank expression on Kirby's face. Now, the mystery here is, where do we go? All the doors are closed. So, another development fact that I'm aware of is that DDD takes up, like, all of the space on the ROM. Like, he is like half of the memory in this game. I think the funniest thing about it, like how much space he takes up, is just like how still indecipherable what he is. Like, there's no way you could tell he's a penguin from anything in this game. also think that's like, this is a very early example of like a boss fight where you're fighting a boss that has a very similar power to you, where mostly all he can do is suck. There we go. Look at him go flying out of here. Kirby, you've done it again. And by that I mean for the first time.
Bullseye, baby.
And now he inflates to return all of the sweets in Dreamland. The credits! I didn't see that was what it was called. Masa Sakurai. Kyohei Miyabi. Sunday Rain, what a good alias. Mami Preiko. Tetsuya no Toya. Mogami Kurand. Jun Ishikawa, there he is. Thanks, Bubby. Hey, Bubby. Special thanks to Cypher. Bo Nakajima. Sepreko. Makoto Kanai. And so many players, not just you. We all did this together. This is for all the players out there. Thank you for playing. Now Kirby just dumps this castle in the sky. Bye-bye. That's the game. It's 5 stages. There's 4 stages, a boss rush, and a final boss. But look at this. Oh. Up, A, and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. I never sat here long enough for him to throw a little fit. Look at him go. He's throwing a tanty. He's throwing a little hissy. Oh, that's so cute. I've never sat here on this stream long or like on the screen long enough to see him fucking go nuts. However, we now have to turn the game off and restart it. So we're gonna try this new adventure. But for this new adventure, we're gonna have to do something special. We're gonna have to go with the Game Boy Color. Oh, look at that. If you go to romhacking.net, you can find that someone has made a DX colorized version of Kirby's Dreamland. There's a couple revisions to this ROM hack, but all it really does is just add color to Kirby. So instead of our fun little monochrome, no, this was hand colorized. This is not just the Game Boy Color doing color mode. This is someone a couple of years ago. I don't remember the exact time. I don't have my browser open anymore because I had to restart. But if you go to romhacking.net and search for Kirby Dreamland, you can see a handful of colorization patches. So I think we need to hold up and select and then press A and we'll play Extra Game! Extra Game! That is correct. There are a couple other hacks similar to this. There are ones for Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2 that I'm aware of. So you can find similar things. A Game Boy Color is basically just a Game Boy. Everything is connected. Everything leads back to Toho. So let's play again. Let's play Extra Game with this color hack. Oh, Kirby's getting rumbled by the butterflies. So we got these nice pinks, these blues, these yellows. The HUD is colored like Kirby's adventure will be, but we'll see that next week. We're just getting a taste of things to come here. They jump now! The chickens are grown! Look, the little chickies! They're fucking full-on angry chickens now. Oh, look at these fucked up things. The Bronto Berts have gotten crusty in their old age. All of these enemies have new names. Don't ask me what they are, because most of these suckers literally show up in this game and then are gone forever. Oh, I'm getting rumbled. He's doing 2 quick ones. He's so good. Got him though. Extra game isn't fucking around. This is for the adults. This is where the hardcore gamers have come into play. This ain't a baby's game. This ain't your daddy's Kirby, or however that phrase goes. Anyways, are y'all excited for me eventually getting a game over and having to start over from the beginning? This is for hardcore edgy teens. The true gamers. Hey, there it is. Here's our first Maxim tomato. And look, it's a lovely color of red. Anyways, are you ready for some hardcore Wispy Woods? Here he is. In full HD color. He drops Gordos now. Oh, they stay on the screen. Shoots way more wisps. Dang it. He's still down though. He's still just Wispy Woods, no matter how he changes or how many of them there are. We'll see him again soon. We can't get rid of that guy. He just keeps showing up. Oh, there's a cannon up there now! Oh! Thank you to follow, Rika Frost, the Ice Wolf Demon. Skull! We can't suck the skull! The skull refuses to be inhaled. Oh, we found a shortcut. Look at Lolo! Whoa, Lolo's fucking... Lolo's pissed! Got a diagonal, dang it. Is it curry time? It's still curry time! Look, the curry's even red! That's how we know it's really spicy. Need a soda before we have our curry. Oh, they collapse on you! not paying attention. Oh, are they pissed off still? They're way faster. Uh-oh. Oh, I can fall through platforms as Fat Kirby. Uh-oh. Oh! They're so fast! That won't help him, though. So, the moderately changed every game to demonstrate what's wrong with Dreamland this time. I mean, the sequelization of Kirby will become an important hot issue eventually. But for now, we're just having fun in Dreamland. Oh, hey, these fish are like the only extra enemy that became like a normal enemy. Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked in the quote retweets. I'm dead again! This is a long screen too, that's unfortunate. Well, it would probably help if I didn't just keep walking in anything. You evolved the goggles or just started buying them? I think they found them. I think they reclaimed them. Damn it. I wanted to not get hit by that guy! Oh, okay. I clearly need to start playing better. Bad at Kirby can't become a recurring trait on this channel, because I am gonna play a lot of Kirby in the near future. Oh, it's happening again! It won't stop! Got him that time. Hello, Rico. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay, because I'm playing Kirby. I hope you're doing well today. I would be doing well if I wasn't dying constantly, but such is, you know, the state of the universe. Sorry, we made it to the end of this screen. Wow! Kirby's really good. I'm excited to play a lot of Kirby. I can't believe this cheeky little feller is 30 years old. They're so mad. What are you guys mad about? There's a Gordo here now? Alright, at least there's still a 1-up. I'm gonna need that. Whoa! There's only a soda? What happened to my Maxim tomato? Wait a few years for it to rust? We'll simply use the time travel mechanic latent in this game to travel to 30 years in the future Where that Gordo is no longer among the... Ah! The fucking Magnum cannon here. Whoa, it's going crazy! I should have went into that other one. That's where the one-up was, right? I can't believe I'm gonna have to play the extra game twice because I'm bad at Kirby. What's blue? What? Oh, no, he's cracked out! His bullets curve! Oh, no. Fine, I can beat him in a damage race. That's all that matters. Extra mode be like that, I suppose. Oh no, I need all of these Kirbys. Please, can you bring these Kirbys back? I need them. I'm running critically low on Kirbs. Oh, I forgot about Scarfies. Right, parasols! I forgot about this too! Oh! Parasols explode! Why? No, the paras. Whoa! Oh, wow, that's a long stretch of level. I didn't get up. Thankfully, we can just continue. All right, but I'm gonna make a custom Gunpla. It's gonna be a Kirby Gunpla, and it's gonna have parasol funnels. Easy there, Scarfy. I know what you're thinking. Gotta be careful. We're not gonna. Oh, they hunt you down. All right, I just spawned that one. No. All right, this. Oh, jeez. We made it somehow. Whoa, Poppy Brothers have. They've armed Poppy Brothers! Poppy Brothers just started the resistance! He said, no more bombs! We fucking got the guillotine now. I think I will just stay up here. I think I will simply not interact! Are these guys little kitty faces now? They look like little fun friends. Maybe like Tanukis? I can't decipher just what they're supposed to be, but they look so fun. I don't know why they're blue. That's correct. Boomerang Poppy Brothers would be a normal mainstay of Kirby going in the future. I guess so, 'cause I guess they're the second enemy in the extra game here. I like that they don't care the catch though. They're just like, yeet this fucker. Oh, hey, I only, whoa! Whoa! Kracko Jr. All right, Kracko Jr., I don't want to. He's going nuts! Okay. Does this. He does that. I just gotta time it correctly. Hi, real god. All right, we got him. I stop screwing it up. Whoa. All right, another fun little Yakpi. Should be, with some luck. Oh, goodness. Whoa! The level of violence in this game is absurd. Let me through! Whoa, it did so much damage! Maximum Tomato, we gotta go back. We gotta go back! There we go. Whew, right. I touched a Gordo. Correct? It did exactly a gajillion damage. All right, where's the secret? Where is the secret, Snake Man? Ah! At the moon. Ooh! Ooh. Where are the Gordos? There's no Gordos here, though. Oh, is there food that I was supposed to catch? Oh, hey, look at that. There was a Maximum Tomato down there. I see. The food didn't show up when I showed up. Was the problem? Okay, we have to collect data. Kracko's gonna be fucking cracked out. Oh god, I have to jump, don't I? Wow, you can't... Oh, I didn't do it! I was too busy thinking! I made a fatal error! I thunk! All right, we got him. Krako Senior down. Always check the moon. Always keep an eye out on the moon. Don't worry. As a moon dweller, I'm always thinking about how much I want to enter the moon to find out what's deep inside of it. Funny secrets. Mistake number one is thinking. Thinking will never get you anywhere. The real process is doing. All right, boss rush. We're prepared this time. So I think I need to go after this guy first because he's the most dangerous. He's simply like too cracked out to let him live. Oh, I was like getting so hyped for myself for not taking any damage. There we go. All right, then in order of dangerousness, I believe Wispy Woods would be next. Which is really weird to think about. Look at him go. Oh, okay. Ugh. Ooh, thread the needle. Look at that. Does that replace all of my other bad curbing? Like, please? All right, Krako is definitely more dangerous than, oof. The twins. Oh. No. Don't let them drop their umbrellas! Poor Krako. He doesn't know what to do. He has Kirby in the corner, but he cannot commit to the kill. Kirby has the life lead. Or Kirby's about to get the life lead. Kirby's gonna timer scam you, Krako. What are you gonna do? All right, just these two left. The skulls are back! Can I just progress now? I have to go around. I have to fly past this pumpkin. Oh, that's not the way. What? Damn. Oh, I'm bad. Damn! Oh no, Lala's gonna beat me! I'm gonna lose to Lala! There we go. Here we go. Whammo blammo. Let's get bodied by DDD. What's extra mode DDD like? He's all red. Does this mean he's 3 times faster than usual? It is. It is exactly what it means. He's a quick little bastard, but this is fine. We needed to take that L just to get the life lead back. Uh-oh, I forgot to turn around. He's really fast. Ugh. Uh-oh, oh, please don't. The controls are betraying me at this point. Where? Wait! DDD! He's freaking out! I got scared. I don't know where to land. Did you do 2 or something? No, he got me! He's really good. Oh, is there a 1 HP challenge for this game? I don't think I could do that. I feel like I've demonstrated enough that I'm particularly terrible at Kirby. Whoa, the move! What is he doing? He's fucking completely insane. I didn't want the diagonal! Oh. Alright, my 8-bit dude fucking betrayed me. My 8-bit dude fucking betrayed me. Give me a diagonal input. Oh, this is nice though. What a polite video game. Is letting me restart the boss? No, I got the fucking diagonal again. Stop it. You stop it. Oh my. Simply walk away. No, the That's fine. I deserve that. I deserve that! Okay, I can't just normal jump over him. triple? The triple? The quick 3 ones? The quad! The quint! The hex! The sept! He's going fucking buck wild! Whoa! That was way intense! He literally did it 7 times in a row! It's safe to say that DDD did in fact use his burst. That's what he had to have done that whole time. He left it all in the fucking ring on that one. Thank you. Unfortunately, it wasn't a 1 credit clear, but alas, we finished it. Now we get this beautiful sunset palette.
The end.
It is the end, because I'm not playing any more video game after that. That hurts my neck joint. My head is gonna fall off if I do that longer. A delicious fried snack. Kirby could definitely eat one of these. I feel like Kirby could just go whole hog on our vending machine. DDD! That match, I would have given that 5 stars. He left it all in the ring. Bye-bye. Bone on the meat. Uh-oh. Oh, hey. We get the credits. We can find out what our friend is called. Grizzo! His name is Grizzo! With Twizzy. All these weirdos. Two-Face, Hurley, Booler, Mumbies, Flapper, Broomhatter. Broomhatter's my favorite Kirby enemy, personally. I love Broomhatter. Lo 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 la la la. Blipper! Blipper's a good enemy, too. Everybody salute Kabula. Rest in peace, Kabula. We'll see you in the future one day. Okay. Wait until we get to Kirby's Dreamland 3, where they introduce the clean power. Clean is my favorite. Clean is my favorite power. I love clean. It'll be a long time, but it'll be worth it once we get to Dreamland 3. Blopper, Coozer, Sculler, Chucky, Mr. P. Umpkin. Oh, the fucking extra mode enemies are all freaks. Blatzy, Grumples. All right, what's the poppy? The Boomer. Okay, Boomer. It was Whiskers. Look at there's so many good. And then there's this jerk, King Dedede. We got config mode now? You're the hero. He's got a different, he's different, he's all dizzy this time. Oh. Kirby, be a friend. Look at that sprite. Aww. 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 Do you think they'll be back? Do you think they'll come back? Do you think if we waited here long enough, we'll see him again? I don't think we will. I don't think there's a secret. 1 HP extra mode, no thanks. No thanks. I think not. I think I will not do that. But let's see what's in config mode. I mean on the screen. I mean on the screen, Johto. I think they'll. Do you think they'll come back on the screen? Which I don't think they will. Let's reset the Game Boy. And do this down select B business. I could have given myself 9 Kirbys this whole time! But thank you! I like the Link's Awakening text. I don't know why I settled for that one. All right, we'll have this as we go out. I'm done streaming today. This is our first little look at Kirby games. We'll be tackling them all chronologically, which I think that means that our next Kirby game is going to be Kirby's Adventure. Let me check the ye old Google Sheet that I made, just to be certain. That's right, Kirby's Adventure, 1993 for the NES. That'll be our next stop. That's a much bigger game if I remember correctly, so that might be a 2-day one. But I won't have any sort of preamble, we'll just go straight into the Kirbin. We will stop and say that, wow, that's a really late NES game! But we'll quickly see what Kirby becomes in the future. This was just the first step into our Kirby adventure. We'll have many evolutions and many changes as we go along, and we'll see Kirby grow into the hero that we know today. But for now, we'll be done, and I'll be finding somebody to raid. Ooh. Let's see. We can go raid Eevee. It is very strange. Like, I always appreciated like that sort of overlap that the NES kept going after the Super Nintendo. Well, that was because the Wii U was not a successful console. Like, the 3DS continued having releases well after the Switch came out, because the 3DS was a much more worthy successor, or worthy to exist in that narrative, or whatever the timeline was. Let's go say hello to Eevee. She is playing Anarch Strange Case Files, which would probably be a big departure from what we've experienced here. But, the only other options are, Margo is drawing, and someone else is playing Paper Mario. And they're 18+. And since they've noted they're 18+, they are not fit for Kirby raids. You can't be having going from Kirbin to Naughty Talk. I can say fuck, that's about as far as we're allowed. So let's get out of here. I'm gonna say, oh, come back tomorrow around 1 p.m. Me and Ricky are gonna be streaming together. We'll be camping. The camping collab will be real. I'll bring my Game Boy so that I can pretend that I'm actually contributing. But in reality, I'll just be playing Game Boy in the woods. And we'll see how that goes. We might do some other stuff afterwards. But for now, I'm done. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow or next week or sometime soon. MS Das Vidania. Bye bye.